Hello, hello, welcome back or welcome to Soul Whispers with Michelle. This is a soul-led message, which means if it doesn't resonate, you're fighting the store in any way, or it just doesn't make sense, please leave it behind for the souls that it's meant to find. May love hold you, may truth guide you, and may you be released from whatever is not yours. And so it is, my friend. All right, let's see the energy surrounding you at this time. Oh, phew. Yeah, I mean, boom, sunburst. That is very nice, very, very nice. Okay. Embrace your inner light and share it with the world, inspiring others to do the same. This feels like you've reached some sort of pinnacle point, okay, where you are at the tippity top and you are radiating. You know, it's interesting to get this card because this is Seasons of the Witch and it is the current season that we're in. And this almost feels like the pinnacle of it because personally, when I think of this season, I think of radiance. So something has already bloomed and now it's just radiating with beauty. And so this is the current energy that you are in. Let's see what's challenging this energy. We have the Two of Pentacles. Right away, I was keeping balance. It's hard to balance. This is what's crossing you at this time. What is challenging you with this balance? So you feel overburdened by something. Okay, what do you feel overburdened by? Queen of Jars, your emotions. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm getting heavy feeling that what's challenging you is this desire to be seen and the nervousness and the anxiety that comes with the nervous system activation that comes with being seen. Let's see what's gotten you to this point. We've got the 𝗕𝗲𝗶𝗵. This makes so much sense because this is being very true to yourself, being very aware of what your beliefs are and knowing that those beliefs create the world around you. And the way that this does this, not in some, airy-fairy, I don't know. What I mean by that is not something that like is eluding. I don't mean it in some kind of fantastical way. I mean that literally what you believe, you take action on or don't take action on. If you don't believe that hard work will pay off, you will be less likely to do hard work because you don't think it's going to go anywhere. This is the type of thing I'm talking about. So what seems to have radiated for you is this belief system that you've come actually developed. It's this belief system that you've developed. And I feel this like there's going to be further development, but you're at this pinnacle point of radiance from your new belief system. And I feel like this radiance is like now you're being very seen. And I think this is where that balance comes into play. It's like, oh, it's working. It's working. I'm not sure that I want it to work. It's kind of that feel to it. All right, let's see where your soul is wanting you to go with this. We have Justice. Your soul's really wanting you to bear the fruits, or receive rather. It's like your soul's really wanting you to receive the fruits of your labor because of what you've put in. This belief system that you've come to was not easy to come to. It was a lot of pain. It felt like you got stung a million times. But after that, there's a reward for you. And this reward seems to be this, radiance. Let me see if I want to see, what is this? reward. Six of Wands, success. Success, particularly with what you're desiring, what you're building upon, where your ambitions are. And with this, I'm noticing this direction kind of up here. It reminds me of my compass down here, which is, it's not that it's ambition that is lower frequency. How would I describe that? It's not rooted in something that it's not rooted in something that is not authentic to you. That's the best way to say it. Whatever you are going for, it's truly rooted in your divine self or your higher self. I'm trying to think of like another way to say that where it doesn't seem so kind of like, I guess it's this feeling of not coming from a lack frequency. It's not coming from, I really want this. And you see the way I say that even in my voice, it's like, you really want it, but do you? It sounds like you just don't want to be in pain anymore. And you may not be sure of the vehicle that gets you out of this pain. And so you may take a lot of different vehicles and realize that wasn't the aligned way for you. With this is very much, you're doing it because it's a true, authentic desire of yours, and you are going to see success. Let's see what's supporting you. That's interesting. We have the Nine of Swords. This card can be associated with anxiety, but with everything around this card, this actually feels more like a rumination. So I do think that there may be some sort of thought or idea that it keeps ruminating within you. And ironically, this seems to be supporting you. What's ruminating? Six of Swords. It's this thought to leave that sabotaging behaviors behind. So maybe where you did use different vehicles to get to where you want to go, realizing, you know what, this wasn't a comfortable ride. You know what, maybe I didn't want to get here so fast. Maybe I wanted to actually enjoy the road trip. Maybe make some stops along the way. It's like you're almost reassessing or ruminating on kind of how to move away from those types of behavioral patterns that I just discussed, as far as the direction that you're going is seemingly based on your true desires and a desire for fulfillment. I feel fulfillment, and it's interesting because there's like one cup on the board, but all right, let's see what's coming in to support you further. There is an ending of some sort. Okay, what's ending? Two of Swords. It feels like a decisive decision or choice is ending. And so this is kind of what I was talking about. It kind of fills into this, where it's you may have this bigger picture in mind, how to get to this end destination, or how you want to end up. And the end, so to speak, is only seeing it a certain way. Like understanding that there's many different roads to get to the same destination. And there's this feeling of being open to all of them. And to really, instead of picking something that feels forced, like you need to pick this, This feels more as though it's almost like, ooh, what choice can I make? What decisions are going to come towards me? This feels like a completely different feeling than what's the right thing to do. It feels more like, what do I connect with more? What do I resonate more? So I think the way that you have been making decisions is what is coming to an end. I'm wanting one more card for that. Ten of Swords. Of course. Because it's the end of, okay, yep, no longer serving me. Burn it. We're done with this. And the burning is symbolic too, is like an alchemization. We are actually going to change this genetic structure. I don't know if genetic is the right word, but this structure, and we're going to change it into this. So, yeah. Okay. I feel like that was just basically confirmation of everything I was saying. I also think that this is why your radiance is increasing significantly, because you're happier with the decisions you're making. And when you are happy, people just, it's so beautiful. When you're authentically just so happy, people are so attracted to that. Now, there can genuinely be the other people who are not understanding their own shadow. Like, they may look at you and be like, I don't know why she's so happy, or he's so happy. But it's because there's something inside them that sees what you're doing and they want that too. And they're just not listening to that voice that's coming up. But you don't know what you don't know. And I'll just leave it at that as far as that goes. All right, let's see what your perception of all of this is. You feel balanced. You feel very balanced. It's interesting though, because this radiance, it's like you're still finding your balance with that. But you feel balanced already. You know, it's more than just balance, okay? This is giving the feeling of your perspective is very neutral. You're not overly this or underly that. It's just very cool, calm, collected. I think what you're not seeing though is that anxiety that seems to be moving through you with this wanting to be seen, and kind of feeling your nervous system feeling the burden of that. Let's see how you're interacting with that. Seven of Pentacles. You're being very patient. You're being very patient and you're waiting to see. It's so cool. This is so cool because it feels like you're being very patient and waiting to see what this emotion brings you. So yes, you may get activated, but whatever you're doing, it's like this pause before you act. Like this complete, I see this is where that balance is coming from. It's like this complete understanding. Yes, I'm activated. Yes, I understand why I'm activated. And I just need to kind of let it play out without trying to control the nervous system, and just let it bear its fruits. Because it's like eventually your nervous system is going to be accustomed to what you're doing and it's not going to feel so out of whack all the time. Let's see what your hopes and fears are. We have the Four of Pentacles. I think the fear is that you don't have enough. Okay, the Four of Pentacles can definitely be a feeling of lack or having not enough resources. But the highest frequency of this card is you may feel, and you may even look around you and feel as though I do not have what I need. But this is a card asking you to go further in because you have everything you need. So I think the hope here is I have everything I need. The fear is, what if I don't? And let's a guidance with that. Oh, yes. Love that for you. Freaking love that for you, the Empress. Of course. Of course it would come out that way. The guidance is you're going to receive what you need. The Empress is the culmination of all the queens who very frequently get exactly what they need in the moment. So for you to have that energy here as the guidance, it's open up to receive and to even kind of look at, it almost feels like if there's something you think you want that you don't have the means to get, it's almost like this is asking you to look further into it in the sense of, why do you think this is what you need? Because it's this energy coming through of, you will always get what you need. So what story are you telling yourself about this thing you need that is a lie? Because according to the cards here, you will always have everything you need and you have the resources available to you. You just have to look. The potential outcome if nothing changes. We have the Five of Wands. I don't really like that, if I'm being honest. The Five of Wands is a lot of conflict. Now, the conflict can be a good thing, because the conflict, once it, everything gets aired, everything is aggrieved, or, everybody says what's on their mind, where their desires are going, what they want to have happen. Yes, that's chaos. Yes, that's like a tremendous amount of energy. But talking through it and getting people on the same page, allowing all of that stuff to come out and be released, allows everybody to get on the same page. Okay. So it does seem like it's going to feel like a challenge. And I think this comes from what I was talking about earlier, you are radiating so strongly, and there is still a little bit of a nervous system activation. And I think this is going to be that conflict that's arising within you. But like I was saying before, what seems to be occurring is that the nervous system and you shining are going to end up being on the same page, and it's eventually going to lead to this success. Let's see if there's guidance for the conflict that comes up. To ask yourself, how do we progress from here? So whatever conflict comes up, it's like, how can I progress? Okay, what choice can I make to progress this forward? I'm wanting another card. Okay, Prince of Jars. And then take action on the thing that you are most connected with. So if you have all this challenging going on, and then you take the assess, like, how do I move forward? And it is important to make that decision with fulfillment being the main goal. How will this feel more fulfilling? Okay, the Prince of Jars or water or night, what cups? This is funny. But the Prince of Cups is about moving emotion, or toward, I would say, moving toward fulfillment. This is what moves them. And you will progress this Five of Wands to the Six of Wands when you pick the most fulfilling thing and move forward. All right, that's what I have for you today. If you felt seen, heard, or supported in this message, I ask you reciprocate that support either through my Venmo and PayPal located in the description, or liking, sharing, or subscribing to the channel. If you were to comment anything, I would love for you to comment an emoji that most resonates with how you feel. All right, that's what I have for you today. Until the next whisper, my friends.